Hey, yo, peace, peace. This your man, El.Judge, man. Coming right back at you, man. What's been that real talk real fast, man? Hey, man, look, man, look. Now, let's talk about something real quick, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got all day. You got things to do, I got things to do. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about the magnetics of the heart. Right. Now, peep game, man, peep game. Now, the heart, man, is one of the most powerful organic magnets that I know about. Right. And see now, when we think of the heart, man, we don't think of the fact that this thing may have neurotransmitters in there, just like you have neurotransmitters in your head. So the heart, man, it has its own thinking, it has its own consciousness. Now, man, now y'all, like I said, this heart, man, is very magnetic. What makes it magnetic? One may ask. Well, the fact that your blood has iron in it, and while your heart is beating and it's going through, and that iron is doggone moving through your heart, and it's resonating, creating an electromagnetic field. And this electromagnetic field, man, it goes off from the heart and it covers everything. See now, earlier I was talking about charging your water and charging crystals. Now you could take water and place it along your heart and feel your heart beating. Put that water in your heart until you actually feel your heart beating, and charge that water up with your natural magnetism. You can do the same thing with your crystals. That is the best way to charge your crystals. Because a lot of times, man, if you ain't got your magnetics on, and you sitting here doing all this here to your doggone crystal and all that stuff, and putting your hands over and all that stuff, and putting your hands over and all that, you're wasting your time. You're not doing nothing. Don't be lazy. Do the work, man. I want you to advance your magnetics, man. That's what this is about, man. Especially we getting ready to go on through this fourth and fifth dimension. Man, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. This might sound weird, man, but some of you, man, when you wake up in the morning, you should be able to do like this here, and you should see a doggone streak behind your doggone hand. You should see your light body. You should see the etheric you behind your hand when you do like this here. And not only behind your hand, you should be seeing this radiating off of objects as well. I'm trying to say, man, look, man, this is something new that's going on. This is something new that's going on. I just spoke about the quickening, man. You got to get your ass up to speed, quit playing. But anyway, man, I'm not going to try to chastise you, because do as I will. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, a lot of times the information I give you, man, I've forgotten so much stuff, man. I'm not a scholar. And I've forgotten a lot more than a lot of people, man, will ever even learn in this lifetime. So a lot of the information that I'm giving you information about the experiences that I feel, that I deal with, and how I got there. That's all I'm talking. That's because I'm like, man, let's move this thing forward, man. I just got done doing all that ego tripping, talking about myself. I totally forgot what we was talking about. Oh yeah, we was talking about the magnetics of the heart, man. Yeah, man, the heart, man, is creating that electricity, keeping you going. You know what I'm saying? Now, some may say, man, now which is it? Now, is it the fact that the heart is beating and creating this magnetic field that keeps us alive, or is it some outside God force that's doggone keeping the heart beating and making the blood go through and keeping it resonating, so you have those magnetics? I go with the latter. Now, some smarty art cats, smart. Oh yeah, you back there. You got something you want to say? Yes, Mr. El.Judge. Now, technically, you're dealing with the medulla oblongata. You have these doggone blood vessels that come down, and it looks like a tree, and it goes around the spine, and then it goes out to various different organs in the body. And this doggone thing, it operates or functions your what you would call your involuntary nervous system, and that's what's making your heartbeat. Sit your ass down, smarty arty. Whenever your heart stops beating, what do? They hit your ass with that defibrillator, man, and give electricity onto your eyes. Now, but yet, nevertheless, that little smart dude back there, he had a point. Because this is something that I deal with. Because I know for a fact that electricity is in the air. This is really something to think about, man. I know for a fact that the electricity is in the air. And the first moment you're born, you take a breath. That ignites that fire. But before you are even born, that heart is beating. Before you take your first physical breath or breath into your lungs, your heart is beating. So it's that spark. The electricity comes first. And the blood flowing through the doggone heart creates your magnetic field. So it is the fire of God, the electricity of El, which is the thing that keeps us going. El, electricity. But yeah, man, the science of the heart, man. Use it, man. See, man, let me say something else real quick, man. At this point, man, if you don't do nothing, now, if you don't do any of the experiments I've added to my joints, at least do this here, man. At this point, man, we should be doing what one would call self-awareness meditation. Meaning that, man, you just sit down and become aware of yourself. Sit down sometimes, man, and let things go and think about love. Then think about, where is that love coming from? Is it coming into your heart, or are you projecting it? Think about the things that make you mad. Think about, where's that anger coming from? Is it coming from outside, or are you projecting it? Locate where it's coming from. Is it coming from your gut? Is it coming from your heart? Or is it coming from the brain? You can try to get very sensitive right about now, man. Because the more sensitive you become, man, the more subject you are to this thing that they're calling the God frequency. Y'all beat me to that doggone coin, and y'all beat me to that. But it's all the same thing. I call it the God force. It's all the same thing, man. We're all getting information off the same reservoir. Peace and blessings, man. I'm out with this shit, man. El.Judge.